We're going to be live on YouTube in a minute, and we are going to get started. Shayna is working on getting you the information that you need, Michele, and we are indeed live on YouTube. So things are going smooth-ish so far. All right, everyone, welcome to 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one. We're going to get you fixed, or get your audio fixed before we get going here, Michele, or before we get to you, or at least hopefully. Right now, I've got 4 pitchers, Marshall, Claire, Erica, and Michele. If anybody else is pitching, put it over in the comments or let me know. I have a couple of things. I want to jump in with our sponsorship. As you know, we always we have one sponsor that is either a program that the Fledge is trying to promote or a paid sponsor. And then we always have a standing sponsor of Black Lives Matter to make sure that we are using the voice that we've been lucky enough to get to boost that signal and keep that on the feed. So I just want to say, you know, it just seems to be getting worse and worse. And I can't believe what's happening in Wisconsin. Megan is what, 60 miles away or even less than that. How you feeling, Megan?
Activated. There are a lot of places here that preemptively have boarded up their windows indoors and created really beautiful activist art all over the place. So this is a really progressive place and a lot is happening. So I'm inspired to be here, learning a lot.
All right. Well,
having family members send content saying, shouldn't there be a better way than destroying property? Like, fuck your property. So I'm having a lot of opportunities to share what I'm learning as well.
The post going around about, you know, damaging property justifies murder, but murder doesn't justify damaging property is sort of, you know, hitting me hard. And it's just, you know, the other meme that's kind of going around, and I'm gonna just throw this out there right now, is it says something about your Black friends are really stressed out right now. They're emotionally drained, I think is the term. And I just, you know, all of our Black friends, all of the people that, you know, we work with, that even that we don't work with, it doesn't matter. We are with you. We are here for you. If you need something for us or from us, please let us know. We want to support you. We understand the stress. We understand that, you know, that this must be just, you know, I say we understand the stress because we feel a fraction of it and we're freaking out. And if it was pressure every single day, I would feel like I was drowning. I would feel so, I don't know, drained and emotional. And I just, you know, if you guys need something, we're here for you. And that's really the extent of what I want to say right now, because I can't believe how backwards we continue to go. I thought things would be improving. I thought we would be pushing this bus over by now, and it's just been more and more. It gets worse and worse and worse. I can't believe it. And I don't know. And the other thing I've been playing around with or seeing a lot today, and I think I agree with, is we keep talking about white privilege. And what we really need to call it is what it is. It's white supremacy. And that's not white privilege when you get to walk around with an AK in a crowd like that and start shooting people. That's flat out white supremacy. And John, we can see your passion, but we can't hear your passion, in case you were wondering there. So all I got to say is that all of our Black, Indigenous, people of color that are our friends, that are not our friends, that need anything from us. Our doors are open. Our resource is yours. Let us know what you need to help with support. We love you all. We're on your side. We don't agree with what is happening in so many parts of America. So with that said, I'm going to go into the other sponsor that I'm giving my sponsorship away a little bit. The Lansing School District, the parents, the teachers, and the kids. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's trying it. This is a nightmare. If you've sat on the other side, on either side of either the teacher side or the student side, I've seen them both, and how to start managing these classrooms and all of that. The kids are suffering, the teachers are suffering, and the parents have just got to be pulling their hair out on how they're going to work and manage the classroom at home and all of that. And I just, again, all of you, I really want to say that we're here for you too. We've got learning pods that we're setting up. We've got resources that we might be able to help you with. Maybe Tech Tuesday becomes a Tech Tuesday that Jeremy's been running, becomes a Tech Tuesday that helps students and teachers. But I want to put an ask out to anybody that sees this. If you can help a parent, and that's where I think the kind of weak point in the chain is going to be. If you can help a parent, please, please, please try to help a parent, because I think that they're going to suffer. It's going to affect their jobs. It's going to affect their relationships. It's going to affect so much. So anything that we can do to lift up a parent, let's try to do that. And I'm not negating the student or the teacher, but I think the parent, if they're stronger, the student and the teacher are going to have an easier time at this. So that's all that I have to say about my sponsorship. But I do want to, Shayna or Fonda, I know you two, pretty well. Do you want to add anything? Do you want to say anything? Or do any parents want to add or say anything?
Well, I'll definitely speak up about the comments on the continued unrest that's happening in this nation. I have really no words for 2 more killings of Black people. And while I love everybody, I don't care if you're Black, green, brown, yellow, or white, orange, I'm just baffled at how someone can walk down a street that doesn't look like me with a long gun and the police offer them water, but they take our lives. So it just saddens me, and I'm exhausted. I'm drained. I'm past angry. I'm just drained. It's like, what do we do? And thank God there's such a collective, colorful group of people who are sharing in this and saying, we have to come up with a solution. I'm proud of the professional athletes for saying enough is enough, because they bear a big voice. And sometimes you need big voices with big dollars who can shake up some of the legislators to make change. Change is needed. I'm just not sure where all the arrows go. So I thank you, Jerry, for constantly making Black Lives Matter matter. And you not only say it, but you mean it, and your actions are behind it. But I thank all of you who are feeling what I'm feeling, and those that are taking action, because we can fix this. And the biggest thing you can do, and I'm not telling you how to do it, is vote. So I'll end with that. Thank you.
Yeah, good one, Fonda. Thank you for that. And I really appreciate it. I want to do a quick check-in with Michele Ramon. How you doing on your sound? You're definitely muted right now. Okay. Oops. What about now? Every time you press mute, You're kind of like going back and forth with the mute. I'm going to come back to that. Shayna, I had asked if you wanted to say anything. Hey, Michelle, say something. Can we hear you?
No, not yet.
Problems. Shayna, did you want to say something?
No, I just wanted to, I guess, back up what Fonda said. You know, first of all, I mean, I do appreciate everything that you're doing, Jerry. I mean, you're walking the talk. And I think for everyone in this room, we can make a difference, even if it's just something small, even if it's just a small conversation you have with somebody or you do something. I mean, we all can do something. So, and that's speaking on behalf of the racial tensions we have, as well as the things as far as COVID and our young people and trying to educate them. So, I mean, whatever you do, I know it's not going to be easy. You're not going to do it right the first time, but at least try to do something. So that's all I got.
Thank you, Shayna.
You're
And you
welcome.
did, you reminded me of something. One thing I would like to promote tomorrow so Saturday, the 29th, 2 p.m. at the Target in East Lansing, there will be a peaceful protest of the LBGTQ Black Lives Matter. It will be a march and it will be peaceful. I'm saying the Target because that's the general address as to where it's going to be. I do not mean to make Target a target. So this is peaceful. This isn't about looting or anything like that. It's about trying to ask again, please listen to our peaceful protest and just that pre-qualifier of the LBGTQ. That's a different struggle too. You know, you've got you've got being Black and being wrapped up in that, but also maybe, you know, being gay or queer or trans or whatever. That just adds another element of toughness in another layer of bigotry in a lot of ways. So that march tomorrow encompasses Black Lives Matter, but also our brothers, sisters, and non-gender, gender fluid people who are also involved in the Black Lives Matter too. So if you want to show a little solidarity, do some peaceful protesting tomorrow at 2. We'd like to see a lot of people out at that so that people understand this is serious and it's not going away. And it's not about, you know, wilding in the streets. It's about getting this message out of there. So, you know, you stop looting when you start listening. So I'll throw that out there. All right, Michelle, where'd you go? I don't know what we're gonna do. I feel horrible. You got a phone? You want to call me? Pitch through my phone into my mic, something like that? My phone number is 517-230-7679. Now the whole world can call me.
Hey Jay, it would be okay if I just throw in real quick on the topic?
Yes.
Yes. I just wanted, this is more of just, I suppose, a call out and encouragement for the white people in our community of, you know, being willing to do the work it takes, doing the inner work first so that we can see beyond our own shit and see beyond our own barriers to the pain that the Black people are experiencing in our world, and being willing to say that we got it wrong. And I myself got it very wrong the other day, and I looked across the room. I saw one of my Black friends, and I could see that she was hurt. And she was hurt not because of something I said, but because I didn't say anything. And that was that moment for me to see her hurt and pain and to recognize that I did that wrong and to stand back up and say, excuse me, I did that wrong. And to realize that human life is more important than human feelings. And we are so conditioned to be considerate of other people's feelings, to not make them uncomfortable or to incite a reaction in them like anger or upset against us. But we have to come to a place where we value human life over those feelings, no matter what, and that we need to stand up and be willing to say, I got that wrong. Let me try that again. And that's just my little input today.
I had something specific to say about the LGBT thing. They were saying last time they didn't have a very good turnout, and they didn't have very many people, and that put the Black LGBT community at risk. So they were really hoping that more people could come out and make sure that everyone's safe, safety in numbers. So if you can make it to that, you should really do that. That's all.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you, James. That's a very good point. Willie, I noticed that you unmuted. I don't know if you wanted to say something, but you're more than welcome to give any input if you'd like. Okay. Hopefully he's not having technical problems too. But with that said, I'm ready to get started. We're gonna let Michele pitch next time. So we're down to 3 presenters for today: Marshall, Claire, and Erica. Though I do look on the screen and I know there's a lot of people that should be pitching today. So to you, I don't know if you could hear that or not. But Marshall, you ready to kill it? All right. Then Marshall's going to get us started.
Do you have the timer up or should I pull one up?
Do you see it on your screen? There's a timer.
Yeah, let me scroll. Yep, I see it. Cool.
All right. So whenever you're ready, Mark will start that timer.
All right, rock and roll. Hey everyone, I'm Marshall here. I'm pitching Michigan Mosaic Energy Cooperative. Our website is mmeccoop.com. Our intention is to build new economic systems that enable and empower our members and communities to benefit from our actions, abundantly and equitably distributing energy assets in all cost-effective forms through. So what that means on the ground here in Lansing, it means identifying and measuring community energy needs for food and electricity. It means mapping community assets and time, tools, and talents locally. We all have something to give. We all are valuable in this community. Modeling system-level socioeconomic transformation on a bioregional basis. A lot of big words, pretty easily broken down. It's our water infrastructure in Michigan. We're divided by 21% of the world's fresh water. And within that water are water rivers, boundaries, and lakes. Next, creating and developing a local complementary currency. That way we can really value our time, tools, and talents and keep the money here, not in New York or in London or anywhere else where the big dollar goes. And then lastly is building community hands-on infrastructures. This is my favorite part. I'm a hands-on person. This means building community gardens. This means building homemade batteries. This means teaching people about solar. And if I'm so lucky to win the $99 today, what that money will be spent on is advertising and swag to promote membership. We haven't really opened up membership yet. We need to get the people involved through stickers and pins. Looks like my time's up. So thanks everyone and have a good day.
Good job, Marshall. Thank you very much. Again, we're going to have question and answers at the end of the 3rd pitch. So we're going to go into Claire now. And Claire is an old pro, so she knows how it works.
All right, mamas, this one's for you. Do you feel burnout, tired, overwhelmed? Do you feel like you work so hard every day to get everything done, and yet something is always falling off the side? And 9 times out of 10, that thing that's falling to the side is you. My name is Claire, and I'm here to share a different story of motherhood. You see, that was me too. I spiraled so deeply in my depression and anxiety, I got to a place where I didn't even know who I was anymore. And I believe that the world and my son was better off without me. When I had that decision between life and death and I chose to live, I made a promise to myself that somehow I would find a way to become a heroic mama. The word hero pulls at me because I knew that was going to be the most courageous action I ever took, to put my own self as a priority in my life, to discover my individual identity and my worth in a world that tells me that my worth only comes from the roles that I play. I'm here today to pitch the Heroic Mama Revolution. This will be an online membership community where I share the specific steps, tools, and resources that I utilized to go from suicidal to heroic. But most often, the hardest part about motherhood is not everything to do, but that we're trying to do it all by ourselves. This online membership platform will pair these resources with a powerful, safe, and inclusive online community platform off of social media, specifically designed for mamas who are passionate about becoming all they can be. We are heroes, and it is time for us to start a revolution.
Good job, Claire. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and now Erica is up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we can. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, no problem. I'm Erica, and I'm pitching an event today. When September Ends is a celebration of the pain and struggle that accompanies being homeless. We host this celebration to demonstrate directly to people struggling with homelessness that they are valued, loved, and celebrated by their community. In the past several years, this event has fostered genuine community by intentionally bringing together people from all walks of life and encouraging them to share authentically and vulnerably through art, music, and storytelling. Due to the pandemic, several changes have been made to the format. Instead of being open to the public, the event will be live streamed on Facebook. And instead of inviting all of the guests at the City Rescue Mission, one family that has recently struggled with homelessness has been invited and will be honored with a very special VIP experience. You can contribute to the success of this event by donating gift cards or services that will be distributed directly to the family, or you can make a monetary donation to the City Rescue Mission of Lansing. You can also participate as a virtual vendor. My goal is to win 99 problems 3 times between now and September 26th and use the money to pay for video production for our live stream. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Erica. So now just real quick, Willie Armstrong is coming back in, and somebody just joined. Jordan Parris. Are you joining the pitch? Are they with you, Erica?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Tell Paris what? Morning, Jordan.
I'm
Good
having
morning.
a small problem. I tried to log in on the phone to help Michele, and when I did that, it blocked the polling from me, so I can't put a poll out there. So what we're gonna have to do is vote in the comments over here, and everybody out on YouTube, which is only a few people right now, you can vote in the comments there. But so what we're gonna have to do is, if you're not comfortable voting publicly, in the chat over there, send a message directly to me. If you don't mind it being transparent, I like transparency. Send the chat to everybody. So we'll be voting for Marshall, Claire, or Erica. But before we do that, or it's okay, we've got a question and answer. So does yeah, go ahead, CJ, get us started.
Thank you, Jerry. I'm CJ.
Marshall, my question is for you. You know, the new Green Deal is important. And you said something, trap the money here in Lansing and in Michigan. That's so important for what we're trying to do with Jerry at the Pledge, is to trap this economic system right here in our great state. With that said, personally on your level, how is your company, which is a sustainable company, standing alone in the green energy here in Lansing? How is it different with this major, massive movement? What separates you from the rest of all the green energy companies?
Yeah, so we're Lansing people. We're the community. We're not outsourced. We've been completely crowdfunded, put our own money into the effort to this point. What makes us different too, in some respects, is we're a little more DIY. A lot of the big national groups are, you know, they're big national, so they have crazy systems of production. We do have our own materials, not locally, but we had 30 solar panels in our system that we're working to deploy in tons of different projects. So in the diversity of our projects, you look at a solar company and typically they're going to build the same ground mount, the same roof mount, because that's the most cost effective. We adapt our solutions to our customers, our cooperatives' needs. So for example, we have a solar trailer that was actually designed with a bunch of old fledglings years ago, 4 panels. We have four different stations for e-bike charging. We have a greenhouse that's powered by these panels on another cart that's similar to the fledges, but only 2 panels. So all these different unique solutions are really what makes us different than that national guy, I think. Thanks for the question, TJ.
Yeah, you're welcome. Actually, a follow-up, if you don't mind, if I remember where I was going. So you're saying with the do-it-yourself belief structure, you do believe in off-grid as a revolution?
Yeah, we are absolutely. At my house, I live in a cooperative house, and I have a mounted solar panel that is off-grid, and everything we do is really striving for the energy independence. That way, we're not paying anyone, we're paying ourselves. So maybe we can deploy power and have our members create energy and income like that. But yeah, that's up to us to decide on how we want to control our off-grid power. We're not paying BWL, we're not paying consumers energy to pollute us. We're creating our own energy and keeping it here.
That's right. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions for any other presenters? Okay, we are voting for Erica, Claire, or Marshall. All right, I'm gonna have to tally a little bit more. Give me a second. Sorry, it's easier when the poll does it for me, right? Somebody already knows the winner, they can just shout it out. Okay. Sorry, I don't have the poll. We can look at the winner over there if you guys want. But Marshall is a winner by a couple, 3 votes. So good job, Marshall. Good job, Claire. Good job, Erica. You already got 1 under your belt, right, Erica? So of the 3 that you need. Marshall, you killed it today. I think you changed your presentation a little bit from the last time you did it. And I don't know what put it over the edge there, but to me, I was really excited about it. And I did share your website. Good job promoting yourself. Always want to do that when we can. And I also want to just say, you know, Erica solving a housing problem, Claire solving the problem I was talking about with making that parent strong. You know, the blunt of this work is going to fall on the mothers in most cases. And the mothers that are already, you know, maybe making less than a man, a mother that's already struggling in a career because it's still a patriarch, you know, things like that. I'm really proud of what you two are doing to help with the social ills and the problems that we have in our society, and being social entrepreneurs, making our community strong. And then Marshall, when I turned to you and we started thinking about the Green New Deal, you know, you introduced me to that before most people in the world even knew what it was. And I'm so proud to know you, Marshall, and you,
Thanks.
Erica and Claire, you know that too. And the work we did with building the batteries when we were all cutting our fingers to pieces and using that anvil and the otter effect and all of that, that was an amazing time for me. That taught me so much. So I'm glad it's still going. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. And is there anything you want to say?
Thanks, Jerry. Great memories for sure, man. And thanks to Erica and Claire for pitching. I love your guys' work. Erica, I love your singing. I love you were on the call last time with me, and yeah, very thankful for both you guys' work. But yeah, thank you to everyone. Like I said, these funds, I'm going to put more of my own money into match so we can get a really big order, but definitely go buy the Fledge. As soon as we get the products in, they'll be at the Fledge for distribution. And what I'm really hoping to, you know, take that next step is to start welcoming in the membership. And I want to give people a little membership packet, you know, like a baggie, a button, a pin, and a sticker. Once they sign up, maybe a water bottle. It all depends on how much money we can crowdfund and start sourcing these things out. But yeah, that's what my next task is going to be looking into the gear today. So that makes me excited. And yeah, thanks everyone. Really appreciate the work.
I can't wait to be a member. All right. So, you know, I think my debt's running up. I owe Marshall. I still owe you, James, right? I got to figure out how to get money to you. And I still owe you, Erica. So you non-Cash App. You have Cash App, James? Or Venmo or something?
I have Venmo.
That's right. I already know your address. I'll send that to Venmo. Marshall, send me your Cash App if you want.
Yeah, I got Cash App.
And Erica, I'm just putting yours in the bank because I know you're going to win 2 more times before the next 2 weeks comes around. All right. So with that said, anybody want to take us out with anything?
Yeah, just one thing. I'm glad that you won today, Marshall. This revolution in conquering right here in Lansing. If we're going to trap the money here in Lansing, we've got to rise against Board of Water and Light. We've got to push them back. So we, the people, push them back.
Yeah, amen. Thanks, CJ. And yeah, just to build on that point, I mean, City Council 2 weeks ago reappointed 2 new board commissioners to the Board of Water and Light that are supposed to represent us, that have no history in energy or environmental or community care. Any of those issues are not represented by the Board of Water and Light. So that's why we really do need to take our own power in our own hands. So thanks.
Board of Water and Light, do better. Come on. The other thing I like about it, CJ, is that Marshall, it's not just the money there. I mean, this money is falling from the sky in abundance, right? And we're creating that energy, and it's really not about money. We're producing and consuming right at the source, and that is what we need to do more of. You know how much fun it was to build those batteries, and you know how many people miss that opportunity. They buy things off from Amazon and they put it all together in 5 minutes, and then they go spend money, I'm going to say something that I shouldn't say. So, they go spend money on entertainment. We always were entertained just building the batteries, right? So to be able to produce and consume and to do that all in one, it keeps the money, it keeps the fun, and it's really, you're building your own future, and that's such a lovely thing. So that's what 99 Problems But a Pitch Ain't One is all about. It's about us building our own future and not buying it from the East Coast or the West Coast or from Austin or from wherever. you know, I love that part. That was the part about your picks that I really love. So let's keep that money here. Let's build our own future. Let's use the competencies and the resources that we have, you know, in just a several mile radius. We've got, hell, we got more physicists in our 3 mile, 4 mile radius of the Fledge than any other place in the world. Do you know that?
Amen.
So there you go, y'all. We live in a great community. Let's keep solving our problems. Let's keep this strong. I love you all. I'm signing off. Peace.
Okay.
Have a great day, Jerry and everyone.
Thank you. See you all. Thanks for coming out and joining 99 Problems, but a pitch ain't one. See you all next week, Sunday, 3 o'clock. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the next one. See you, Marshall.
Peace out, Jerry. Is James, is his last name Friend?
Yeah.
Okay. He had messaged me and it looks like he's already, oh, we're the only ones left. All right. I gotta try to find his contact. So I'm gonna look at Facebook, but
I'll help you.
cool.
See ya.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Peace.